Hey guys, so today what I want to talk about is the next food challenge that I'm going to be doing on this channel. So I asked you guys when I started 2016 if you had any ideas for videos that you wanted me to make. I said that I was going to be doing a video every single day and that I would be totally down for doing like food challenges or food experiments or things like that. So people were requesting, obviously, to do like the no overts challenge, which I'm doing right now. We have 9 days or 7 days left on this challenge. And at the end of this, I'll be sharing you guys my experience and, my results, because I took my measurements before I started. And the reason that I'm doing it is just to show people that like you're not going to die if you don't eat any overt fats. And it can actually be very beneficial for you if you are trying to lose weight on a plant-based diet. So the next food experiment that people highly requested was for me to do the potato diet. And if you've ever heard of the potato diet, it's been done twice in the past that has like made, history or news stories or anything like that. There was a 1927 experiment where 2 people went on all potatoes. They did have like a little bit of oil because they were losing too much weight, and butter at the end, and then they also had some fruits as well. But they lived off potatoes predominantly for 6 months, and they never got sick of potatoes, and they were athletes, and they got enough protein, they got enough nutrients, and they were totally fine with it. And then the other person that did kind of like the all potato experiment was Chris Voigt, and I think he was a potato researcher or farmer or something like that. And he did 60 days on all potatoes, and I think he was eating 20 potatoes a day. He had some incredible results from his experiment. His weight dropped from 197 to 176. His glucose dropped from 104 to 94. His cholesterol went from 214 to 147. His triglycerides were 135 to 75, and his blood pressure at the end was 112/70 by the end of the experiment. So when people were first, like, oh, you should try the all potato diet, I was kind of like, I don't know, that would be so boring. And like the thing that I like about high carb, low fat veganism is that you can eat so many different foods and you have such a variety to, it's not restrictive at all. And I don't want to promote anything that is like restrictive or anything like that, but in our Raw Till Never group, I see a lot of newbies that come in and they're like, I need a cleanse, like I'm gonna go on a 30-day juice fast, and they do all these like crazy cleanses and things like this. And every time that I see a post like that, I'm like, why don't you just eat potatoes? Like just eat all potatoes. And I always link them to these studies and like these experiments that people have done on their own. But I've never actually done it myself. So the whole point of this is to do all potatoes for, I was thinking like 30 days when I initially was thinking about this. I think I'm just gonna start with 10 and go from there, because if you guys know me, I'm addicted to like my red lentil chili and my hummus and my oatmeal. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, people that have done this in the past say that they don't get sick of potatoes and whatever. So 1 week from today, I'm actually going to be starting 10 days all potatoes, which I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So instead of obviously adding like oil and butter and fruits to the all potato diet, I am just going to be having potatoes as my only starch, my only source of calories, like my main source of starches, carbohydrates, calories, and nutrients. And then I'll let myself have like a little bit of non-starchy vegetables and sauces that are like fat-free, obviously, but nothing that is going to contribute like a massive amount of calories or anything like that, because I want my main calories to be coming from potatoes and potatoes only. So if you were to have all of your calories coming from potatoes and you ate 2,000 calories a day, you'd get 50 grams of protein that contain all the amino acids that your body needs. And if you watch my last Q&A, you'll know that 9 of our amino acids have to come from plants. So all 9 of those amino acids you can get from potatoes, which would be 10% of your calories coming from protein. 2% of your calories would come from fat, and you get well over the RDA of the following nutrients. So you get enough vitamin C, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, niacin, phosphorus, potassium, thiamine, and zinc. So you don't have to worry about any of those nutrients in your diet lacking. Your calcium intake would be 200 milligrams, which is low, but your diet will have a super positive alkaline balance, so you won't be losing any nutrients from the calcium that you're absorbing. Your fiber intake would be 40 grams a day, so you'd be well above the 15 grams that is recommended by the American nutritional people. Also, potatoes have an incredibly high satisfaction factor. So experiments have shown that people feel incredibly satisfied when they eat potatoes. I and Derek personally, like, we were always just like, I could never get off my calories from potatoes because they're so filling. Like, looking at, you know, a 700 gram potato, it's like, it doesn't look like that much, but when you start eating it, you're like, this is a lot of food. So definitely, like, you're getting enough calories, you're filling yourself, you're not starving yourself. It's not like you're juice fasting or doing something crazy. So it does sound kind of ridiculous because it sounds like a fad diet, but I think if people were doing a potato diet instead of a juice fast, or they wanted to just do something really simple like an elimination diet to, you know, clear their acne or clear some type of a problem, and then start adding in, you know, rice and adding in beans and adding in all these other things and figuring out what is causing the problems that they're having, I think the potato diet would be perfect. So I just want to be like clear that no food is complete enough to be eating for, you know, a very, very long period of time, but potatoes are pretty much the most ideal food to be doing that with because they have so many nutrients, so much of what your body needs every single day, and you're not going to be depriving yourself of anything that's super necessary that you need to get every single day or anything like that. So I'm going to be starting my 10 days on January 26th. I will be doing food vlogs every single day when I'm on the potato diet. I don't know if I'm going to go for, you know, longer than 10 days. I will definitely be doing like updates within those 10 days. I'll be showing you guys my chronometer. I'll be telling you guys how I feel. I'll also do measurements before and after, but I'm not sure, like, I might end up going for 30 days because another like big reason that I want to do this is because nobody's ever like documented this or put it on YouTube or anything like that to promote the Mighty Potato. And I feel like it would just be epic to do like 30 days of only potatoes and non-starchy vegetables and put it on YouTube, and people could see it and they could see the results and they could see how healthy potatoes are, and that you don't have to deprive your body of carbohydrates to lose weight. You don't have to juice fast. You don't have to calorie restrict. You don't have to do any of this crazy stuff. So part of me really, really wants to do 30 days. Like, and maybe once I get going and with your guys' support, and if other people are doing it with me, I will just have the fire to like push on through. Maybe it won't be hard at all. Maybe it'll be totally satisfying. I won't get sick of potatoes. I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'll also be posting in our Facebook group all of the videos and updates and questions, and if other people are doing it, we can interact on there. So I'll post the link below, and hopefully some of you guys join me, but if you don't, you'll be able to watch this crazy experiment on YouTube and see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.